這短片節錄自聖陛下第17世大寶法王泰耶多傑有關寂天菩薩的《入菩薩行論》第2品懺悔罪業的開示，並加以翻譯為中文，有粵語及普通話可供選擇。請在下面的資訊欄取得資料。第一節
Just like yesterday, and then now we shall first take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha by reciting the very shloka. Together with it, then we will also recite the four immeasurables, keep a way to remind ourselves that the reason why we take the refuge is to benefit all sentient beings, and by means in this case, by the means of receiving this timeless teaching, and by enlightened beings, or of enlightened beings, particularly that of the Bodhisattva Shantideva, his teachings, and that of the way of the Bodhisattva, or the Buddhacaya Avatara in Sanskrit. So, by this means, or by utilizing this means, then we will benefit all sentient beings. So with that kind of mindset, then we shall recite the refuge, taking of refuge, as well as the four immeasurables.
就像昨天一樣，我們首先念誦偈頌來歸依佛法僧，然後我們還念誦四無量心，以此提醒自己，我們歸依的原因是為了造福一切有情眾生。在這種情況下，是通過接受這種永恆的教導，這教導來自開悟的眾生，特別是寂天大菩薩的教導入菩薩行論。通過這種方法，我們可以利益一切有情眾生。懷着這種心態，我們念誦歸依文，領受歸依以及念誦四無量心。
三界求當初見初南蘭將求巴頓大年教中見大見盡所即便雖南見羅蘭偏切三界如不來說三界求當初見初南蘭將求巴頓大年教大見盡所即便雖南見羅蘭偏切三界如不來說三界求當初見初南蘭將求巴頓大年教中見大見盡所即便雖羅蘭偏切三界如不來說三界tham界ဒေဝ當ဒေဝကျွ當電ပရကျွ界東哈勒當東哈勒盡ကျွ當ထလပရကျွ界東哈勒မေပေဒေဝthamပါ當မင်္ဒလပရကျွ界차단 이단 더베 땅념 쳔볼란 네브란주제 삼지안 담제 대와단 대외 주단 덴브란주제 동하란단 동하란진 주단 달버라 주지 대와단 담바단 멘달라 버란주제 니링 차단 이단 더베 땅념 쳔볼란 네브란주제 삼지안 담제 대와단 대외 주단 덴브란 동하라당 동하라지엔 주당 달보란 주지 동하라메베 대완 담바당 멘달라보란 주지 니링 차당 니당 땅념 침볼란 네보란 주지 나몰 하예게단 단 진겐 주범 다다미 게놈단 로와 군젠다게 지담바 탐제게도 담베체텐도 바른 자외라 마른 버전다게 주 메든 줄랑 거딘 쳔보고는 지송도 구송 투정으로 잘도 소 Yesterday we touched some of the surface of the meritorious actions, meritorious causes, meritorious results or fruits, and then, but mainly that of the, is it right to say demeritorious, the opposite? Right word, yeah, demeritorious. And mainly that of the Digpa, in Tibetan. Since this chapter is mainly focusing on the purification aspect, so of course I did say that there are these traditional way of describing the very nature of the demeritorious causes and effects. It's very important for us to know the traditional presentation to begin with, always. Be it with any kind of learning, whatever you're studying, whatever you're learning, first we must learn the original or the traditional way of presenting, of the the presentation aspect or the orientation aspect. It's very important. This is personally my own feeling.
昨天我們淺談了有功德的行為、有功德的因、有功德的結果或果報，然後還有其相反的有過失的，主要是藏語中的迪巴。本章主要關注淨化方面。我們有一些傳統的方式用來描述有過失的因果關係的本質。對我們來說，從一開始，了解傳統的演示方式是非常重要的。無論你在學習什麼也如是。首先，我們必須學習原本或傳統的演繹，這一點非常重要。這是我個人的感受。
And the reason is because without it, if you jump right into what is maybe most common right now, what is maybe most famous right now, let's say, then often I think there are a lot of gaps in terms of the history, why very simply, why do we have to learn such ways, or why do we have to utilize this method? And there are often gaps in terms of, there will be a lot of doubts and questions about maybe the authenticity of maybe this new learning, let's say. So that's why to learn the original or the traditional aspects way is very important to begin with. Once you have a good understanding, you're used to it, then it's up to ourselves whether now it's much easier to apply the traditional way or not, and also in terms of conveying to others whether it's also easy in that way or not. So that comes later, Otherwise, we will be left with a lot of questions and a lot of doubts and a lot of unknown areas, and that could also waste our time as well. Yeah.
否則，如果你直接跳到現在最常見、最著名的演繹方式，那麼我們對其歷史的知識會存有很多空隙，和不明白為什麼我們必須循着某種方法去學習。我們對這些新的學習方法 也有很多的懷疑、問題，包括其正宗性。所以這就是為什麼在開始的期間，循着原本或傳統的方法去學習是非常重要。一旦你有了很好的理解、熟習了，那麼我們就可以決定傳統方式是否更容易應用。與人溝通時，用傳統方式是否更容易表達？但這在以後才會發生，否則我們將留下很多問題、很多疑慮和很多知識上的空隙，這也會浪費我們的時間。
So that's why, in a way, it's wonderful that we have various interpretations, translations, because in other languages it may be able to carry certain weights or certain meanings, but probably have difficulty in bringing forth all the meaning forward. So therefore, having various, interpretations helps us to understand. Okay, so it basically touches all. Let's say, So that's one.
我們有各種的解釋和翻譯，這真是太棒了。因為在其他語言中，其詞語的分量和意思有所分別，也可能有困難把所有的意義表達出來。因此，有各種各樣的解釋，有助於我們理解和觸及所有的意義。這是一個原因。
But beside that, be it now in this case, in the case of the Bodhijaya Avatara, or the way of the Bodhisattva, learning this particular teaching, or then in other cases, any other teaching that you're learning, it's, I think, very beneficial and very meaningful if, you first go through the traditional aspect of learning. That is, should you choose to, of course, learn or not.
但除此之外，在入菩薩行論，或者在其他教法的情況下，首先循着傳統的方法去學習，我認為這都是非常有益和有意義的。如果你要深入學習，便要這樣做。第一節完，下一節將講解負面業力。願大家菩提上進，請點讚、分享我們的短片，訂閱我們的 YouTube 及 Facebook 頻道。